fellow Toastmasters. 2 weeks ago, I ran my first half marathon. Yay! Thank you. I felt thankful and ran with gratitude after completing that race that was actually smoked out last year due to the poor air quality from those terrible fires. Remember that, Greg? At this time last year, I was also plagued with lumbar arthritis, and I was in a lot of pain a few weeks prior to racing. When they canceled the race the night before, that's right, the night before, a lot of disappointment there. I felt relieved. I never thought I would be so relieved to not run the race. So I said to myself, I felt determined, and I knew I would excel this time around by upgrading or leveling up my fitness regimen. So I incorporated bar classes, spin classes, and even stepped into a cryotherapy chamber multiple times to help with my plantar fasciitis, which I also developed. Very common thing for me. This year, the Monterey Bay Half Marathon did not disappoint with its mild temperature. It was a mild 60 degrees, which is perfect running weather, compared to the freezing morning sessions that I trained with. I was able to run the first 7 miles under an 8-minute pace, and the next 3 miles a little bit slower. By the time I reached mile 10, that was my breaking point, and I felt really, really stiff. But I was able to finish those last 3 miles with a smile. But boy, did it feel like the longest finish line ever. Looked like I won, but it was just really well spaced out. And it felt like it went on forever. When I finally completed the race, a handful of my running friends were congratulating each other. Great job, amazing pace, congratulations. You just ran your first half marathon. And then I witnessed some of the odd responses from some of the other successful finishers. Oh no, I did awful. I did terrible. Are you kidding? No, that wasn't my best. I stopped in my tracks. We just ran 13.1 miles on one of the most iconic routes, one of the flattest routes that most runners PR'd in. That's personal record. We ran through the tunnel, which most cars drive through blazing their horns. We got to run through it listening to techno music, which was really exhilarating. Really cool if you get a chance to do that. And all these runners could think of was to respond negatively. And so I thought to myself after this event and in life in general, why is it so hard to accept a compliment? It should be one of the easiest things to accept. And sure, it might be plagued with sarcasm and just ill-toned. Sometimes we don't receive them well. And I thought, well, why not give a lesson on how to accept a compliment? But the first thing we should do is always lead with a thank you. So I have 2 pointers to leave you with today. How to accept a compliment. Always lead with a thank you and then elaborate. Sure, we can be self-deprecating and modest, that's fine, but always say thank you and then elaborate. Don't rebuff. Don't ever rebuff. It's rude. It doesn't work for anyone, and it questions the giver why they complimented you in the first place. Turning the tables a little bit, I just left you with 2 pointers on how to accept a compliment. These are 2 lessons on the incredible power of a compliment. Be specific. Let someone know why you're complimenting them. I love those red shoes, Kyle. It really puts me into the holiday spirit. Don't ever get rid of them.
Thank
You're welcome. Number 2, wear your compliments like a badge of honor. It's how someone else makes you feel valued. I know I'm not supposed to thank the audience, but thank you so much for listening to me this afternoon with gratitude. I really appreciate your attention today. And Madam Toastmaster, thank you very much.